you wanted the best, you've got the best podcast, the hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Bos Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Bos.
Hi, folks. It's Voss here from thechrisbosshow.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the big show. We certainly appreciate you guys coming in. As always, the Chris Bos Show is the family that loves you but doesn't judge you, at least not as harshly as your mother-in-law. And remember, we're the family that doesn't loan you money. We care about you. We love you. 16 years, 2,000 episodes, we've been loving you, but we're still not going to loan you money. We're kind of like your bank. We'll take your money, but don't ask for any. The Chris Bos Show Bank. That'll be coming on shirts, t-shirts next August. Anyway, guys, we, as always, have the most amazing guests that share their brilliant minds, their stories, and everything that's gone on in their life. Today, we're joined by Lisa Dalton of the Dalton Training Academy. She's the founder, and she is a powerhouse in the insurance industry with a 20-year track record of building multi-million-dollar agencies and developing groundbreaking sales methods. As the founder, she's the driving force behind the mentorship program, recognized nationwide for innovation lead programs and exceptional teaching credentials, certified by the Department of Banking and Insurance. Her accolades include top national awards and mentorship of thousands of agents, many of whom have gone on to achieve their own remarkable success. Her unique approach combines strategic sales techniques with deep understanding of the federal employee benefits landscape, making her an invaluable resource for any agent or advisor looking to excel in this niche. Lisa, welcome to the show. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming as well. It's wonderful to have you. Give us your .coms. Where can people find you on the interwebs?
DaltonTrainingAcademy.com.
There you go. So give us a 30,000 overview of what you guys do there.
So at Dalton Training Academy, we specialize, it's an interactive platform that we teach agents or soon-to-be agents a very niche market, which is the federal market. And basically, we're teaching them how to have six-figure incomes in as little as 30 to 60 days over the phone.
Wow. Now that's working with when you say the federal market, what does that mean exactly?
So civilian employees that work for federal agencies, so you have, Social Security, EPA, all the federal agencies out there, they have a vast array of benefits and they really don't have anybody to help them. So they're really, they literally can Google, information. So we really narrowed down this niche market. It's basically a funnel of retirement-minded individuals that need help so desperately. And there's a lot of misinformation out there. So we really wanted to have a platform that we can teach people how to help them and really make a great living at it.
There you go. And it's got to be a good market because, a lot of people that are in government are kind of career employees.
Oh, yeah.
They get paid pretty well and probably have good retirement packages or good 401ks or, stuff that they want to take care of. Who is the target market for people that can use your academy, sign up for it, and all that stuff?
So the target market is really an entrepreneur, somebody that wants to take a hold of their future. Really, sky's the limit. They can do, there are so many different avenues in the world of insurance. So what happens is a guy will like, all right, I'm going to work in the world of insurance. You hear all kinds of things. And then what happens, unless they have a neon sign on the side of their car, they can't really get in front of people, So it's really for somebody that wants to target a specific arena. And those are the federal employees that, like you said, they have great retirements and they need help with it. It's really for anyone who really wants to succeed.
Now, do I need to have an insurance agent license for this?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And our platform guides you in that direction, too. It's very easy to get, yes.
Okay. So I think, is it a Series 6 and 63?
No, actually, you start out with your life license, and with that, you can handle, as much as you can handle. And then if you want to go on to the series license, the advisors are more than welcome to do that.
There you go. I know there's I there's stockbrokers and there's life insurance licenses and all that good stuff that's out there. Tell us a little about yourself. How did you get into this field? What was your journey through life and some of your stories?
Right. I kind of landed in the insurance field in my early 20s. I was doing bookkeeping for an agency. And I just kept seeing my boss's bank account. I'm doing the bookkeeping. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm making 40,000. You're right. I'm making 40,000 a year, and I'm looking, and they're hitting millions and millions. And it's hire agents, have them work for you. You make a little on top. I mean, I'm from New Jersey. It was like it was perfect, right? Yeah. So I saw it, and I'm like, wow. And I saw it from ground up. So I decided to open my own agency. And
I'm getting some of that money.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So why is the federal market such a hidden gem in the insurance industry?
So there's a lot of avenues that agents go down, like you said, broker the series, so they can be managed money agents. There's agents that, I don't know if you've ever purchased a house that you get bombarded with 1 million letters for mortgage protection. Mm-hmm. So you have those agents. So these are all there's final expense agents that, you hear the Colonial Penn or whatever, the TV commercials on, targeting for seniors. So there's all these avenues basically to get in front of people. Mm-hmm. Okay. Those avenues are extremely saturated, extremely. Yeah. And here's a market that there's a lot of money in there. The TSP, which is their 401k, has over $800 billion the last time we checked.
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And they need to do something with it. And what happened is, I learned, I dove into it. I really learned about it inside and out, and I was doing really well. Anything I teach, I tried, and it's tried and proven, and I worked it tirelessly. And I said, oh my God, why didn't I do this 20 years ago? Oh my gosh, it's taken away all the fluff and all the clutter and all the other agents coming, and I'm being able to sit in front of people, offer them something, and make a really, really good living at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when I said, all right. So what I did is I had agents, and, I helped them, and, they kept coming back for me on questions. And, so I was like, let me put together a platform so that they all have a place that they can go to, and I can teach in masses instead of one at a time. It ended up becoming very overwhelming with so many questions.
There you go. It's much easier because then, you can be like, go look at question number 9 and just, whatever, however. I'm just
pull up that video, right?
Pull up that video and watch that video and watch them all. That way you know everything.
That, right.
Yeah. So they can train at your website, daltontrainingacademy.com. They can log in. They can go through the process of seeing how all the instructions and how everything works and stuff. What are what are some key strategies for insurance agents to succeed in the federal market that makes it kind of unique?
One, they need to take my course, obviously, right? So that's one. So they need to be, and with that, they need to be very educated on the employee's benefits. And then this way they can talk the talk, and they know those benefits inside and out. And that's where the agents trip up a little bit. Oh. That's where our course comes in. We teach that. Then there's the entire aspect of, okay, how do you sell? We teach that as well. We have a subscription. So it's really, and a mentorship, which I'm one of the mentors. We have several mentors. I had a mentor my whole career. I don't think I could have gone as far as I did without that mentor. And it's somebody that's to bounce those ideas. As an entrepreneur, you get these crazy ideas and you're like, I'm going to go with it, and you're like way out there, and you're painting the picture and you're drawing the rainbow and everything's going to be great. I'm going to be a multimillionaire. And sometimes you got to get somebody to, okay, bring it back. All right. Let's get you there.
Yeah.
And I had that, and I want to do that for other people. They need to really, be educated, get a mentor, get in a program. Our subscription base, they get us, even if it's in a group setting once a week. They can ask the questions. This way they're not stumbling along. You don't want to stumble with somebody's retirement benefits. You want to be an expert.
You don't want to muck that up.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
That'd be bad.
Right. Exactly.
I put it on Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin went down. I put it on black at Vegas. Yeah, spun the wheel, and yeah. Didn't go well.
You
But
know, it did.
you can all get it back if you work long enough. What, you're 65? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So just live to 120.
Those days are gone. It's 85 now.
Is 85 the official
retirement age?
Is it? I want it to be later. I have Warren Buffett's mentality. I'm just going to work till I'm going to, what is it? I'm going to keep working 7 years after I die. I think that's what he says. So
I want to work because I want to work, not because I have to. That's the difference.
So if I'm listening to this and maybe I'm a potential entrepreneur, and let's say I don't have an insurance license yet, how long does it take for me to go, on average or maybe on a good wind, to go from zero to taking your program? And, I know there's licensing process there. The life insurance license you just buy, don't you?
No, you have to actually take a course. There's required hours.
Yeah.
Every state is different.
Oh, yeah.
We have a link with a great school that if you go right through, you'll get a discount. You can actually do it online. Depending how fast you are, I say you should have it done in a week.
Oh, that's not bad.
You can sit for your test. A lot of them are remote now, so you can do that. You're ready to go. So give yourself 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. You're ready to get out the door to at least be able to talk the talk.
And you can be selling to the federal people there then.
Yes. So that's the market. We have a great relationship with we call lead vendors because obviously you need to get in front of the people. You can't just knock on federal buildings.
I can't just stalk them in the parking lot. Don't do that, folks.
Don't do that.
It's going to get the FBI giving you calls. Why are you stalking the parking lot there, buddy, of a federal facility?
Yeah.
Don't be doing
Don't
that.
blanket the car, the windshield. Don't go on the
I
telephone.
wonder how that
poles.
would turn out. Maybe you might still get a knock from the FBI.
You might get one.
Is this your flyer you put on people's windshields? You did it at the FBI headquarters. Come with us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I learned that in 2008. I don't know what that means. I papered the FBI headquarters once with flyers about. I can't make up a joke for that. I don't know about. I was mocking them and said the CIA was better, and they didn't take it well.
They didn't like that. No.
They didn't like it. So don't do that, folks. What are some of the best practices and techniques that have helped to show, closing deals with federal employees and proving well for the market?
Federal employees, they're precise. In the world of insurance and agents and sales, right? You get the salespeople are like, it's all about me. And they want to put on a show, listen to me. I know sales. I'm going to teach you everything. And we call that word vomit, hold back a little bit,
or talking yourself out of the sale.
Exactly. Talk yourself in, talk yourself right out, right?
Yeah.
In the federal market, you have to remember that clientele. A lot of military, you better be on time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better be on time, if not a little early.
Unless you're the Marines, you just show up whenever you want. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the Marines do. I've never been in the Marines. Like to make that clear. Don't write me. Don't write me.
So, yeah, be on time. I know it sounds simple, but it means a lot. And then really be an expert in their benefits so that you can answer all their questions. You have some of them are 20, 30 years. They know those benefits inside and out. So
and they don't want to hand them off to some hack.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
For sure.
Build a reputation.
So is there any projections on the potential an average person, because I use averages a lot, an average person could make in their first year of this business? I'm trying to appeal to any of our listeners out there that are like, hey, man, maybe I should go get in this business.
Yeah, you should be making at least six figures. And nice. Mind you, it is from your home and it is over the phone. I haven't left the house to make a sale in years. It's definitely remote, over the phone. I have one of our students, he's an experienced agent, but they call them the seminar agents. You ever get a mailer, come to our dinner seminar? Right?
Yeah.
So an agent goes, and he spends a lot on that. So when people come, we call them plate lickers. They just want the free meal, right?
Plate lickers. Wow. My mom is senior citizen, so she gets a lot of those.
What state does she?
Utah, and they get these local. She gets these. Hey, we have got a great steak at the steakhouse.
Now you need to tell her, Mom, don't be a plate licker.
Oh, she knows. Don't be a plate licker. I've never heard that term. That's funny. That's funny.
So and then what happens is the seniors get together. It's a night out, so they all come for the free meal. And here's the poor guy who probably has spent $5,000 for that, to put that on for them, in hopes that he gets that one or two person in there that needs help with their retirement. And if he gets it, great. So I had one that converted over. He's, I'm a seminar agent. Okay, just trust me. Learn this. So he went through the course. He learned the federal market. He has written, he said, so much business as his 20 plus year agent in his entire career, is working on his second brand new car, bought a house cash, but he raves and said he won't do anything else. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about him, because we really did change his life.
Yeah.
And I have many agents that we've done that for.
Go. His wife's going to be happy when she divorces me. I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm helping her out.
Yeah. Get a kickback,
Chris, I'm just doing my part.
Get a kickback for it. Get a cut-off action. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that, folks. There's lots of don't do that's on this show. But no, I mean, that sounds like a great business to go into, especially if, there's somebody out there listening and they're like, hey, I want to upgrade my life, or I want to do something, maybe have some more control in. And yeah, insurance is... it used to be a really good business. I think it is for some people, but it's highly competitive, and your targeting of this federal market certainly seems to have a niche, and it seems like once you said federal people and federal market, I was just like, oh yeah, people working for the government, they get paid well, and they usually have pretty good, what do you call it? Job insurance, job security. Yeah. They don't lay off silly crazy, the rest of the public corporations do. So those people have some money. There you go. I'm going to go ask them for some. Right. Borrow it.
And what's amazing, they don't have anyone to help them.
Really?
So they have
like
all
the federal government just gives all this money and benefits, and
here's your benefits. Go ahead.
Figure out what to do with that.
Find somebody and hope you get somebody good. And that's really, so not only we want to help people make money, we really want to help these employees. They really have complex benefits, and we'll teach you how to navigate through those complex benefits and make a great living.
Now, in the academy, is the training ongoing, or is it a great library place where I'm like, hey, what was the question on that? A client asks you a question, you're like, oh, crap, I don't know the answer. You can go back to the academy, and it's on some video or area somewhere.
Yeah, so you have the library, and then you have the subscription. It's a small fee. The subscription will really unlock all kinds of, scripts, everything that you need. Videos, questions that everybody else has, you get to join a group as well. So everybody's really there. Plus you get access to our trainers, our mentors you can pop on, ask them questions, whatever it is. We understand that you're going to need more help than just taking a course.
Yeah. Does the insurance business still have a lot of that residual things? My dad used to be in insurance. He used to tell me, he goes, yeah, once I sign them, Chris, that income keeps coming to me every year when they re-sign, yada, yada, yada. Is that still the way it is the business runs? Yeah,
there definitely is residual income. It's changed a little bit. That used to be a while ago. That's why you got into it. Now the carriers, they say, okay, we'll give you something up front, and that's it. They got wise to that too. Yeah.
I know some of those, I did mortgages for 20 years, and we did mortgages for some State Farm or some farmers, or, one of those, those established books that, you keep coming up. And yeah, they made some serious money for the ones that were successful, ones that have been around for a million years.
That would be more like the PNC. That's your auto, your home, along those lines, which, yes, that's all residual. That's why they go into it, is for that renewal.
Residual stuff. So what other questions that I have for you here? There you go. Let's see. What are some common challenges that agents will face if they try and enter this market? Maybe if they're not educated, or or maybe?
Yeah, they get eaten alive because they're gonna they're gonna try to come in as an expert, and then, like I said, you'll get an employee who's been there 30 years who's schooling them. They just lost all credibility. There it is. So they need to be the expert in their benefits, and that's a challenge. And getting in front of them, that's really difficult to get in front of. We have these amazing relationships with lead vendors. A lead vendor is just a way to get in front of people, and they will get them in front of those federal employees waiting for them to have a review and to be able to help them.
Sounds like a good idea. I suppose I could just commit a crime and then the FBI would arrest me, and then while I'm in there I could be like, hey, what are you guys doing with your insurance?
You're gonna get a knock on your door after this.
Thank God we've had a couple FBI agents on the show. We have one that's regular, so.
They might have been our clients.
Yeah, I turned in a January 6th person to him. It was kind of funny. He's retired, but he was like, "Yeah, I know who to call," and so there you go. But so lots of good stuff here. There's what are some ways that you equip the agents with tools and knowledge? Is it pretty much courses? Can they call in? Can they get coaching from you directly, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, so we have the course, always that's there. I think that's the first step. And then we have mentor programs. So we have, I actually co-founded this with my son. So he's one of the Anthony, he's one of the mentors as well. And then we have several other mentors. So they can pick and choose and, have them for, a couple times a month. They can have them once a week, or whatever they need to get them to that next level. So we're there for them. So I think, that is something that they really, I again recommended. I had it for my whole career, Yeah,
being able to talk to somebody sometimes really helps. Well, how has technology helped in modernizing the insurance industry?
Remote. I mean, that's been huge, So years ago, you literally would have to get in your car, at 7:00 at night, and you're getting your GPS, trying to figure it out, and you're driving, all hours to go in somebody's house, sit across from them. It was a really tough way to make a living, make a good living, but I kind of looked at, if I'm coming to your house for 2 hours, I'm not leaving, unless we finish this, because I'm not coming back. But
coming back or else.
No, I'm not coming back. But with technology now, you can see more people. You can, your day is filled, as opposed to seeing 1 or 2 clients a day. That's really all you can do in the car. Now you can see 8, 9, 10. As many as you want.
There you go. Let's see.
And nationwide. Yeah.
And I imagine if somebody's listening to this and they already have insurance licenses, and maybe they're focused on car and auto or property or whatever, and they're just like, I'm tired of how saturated this market is, it's a great switch over for them too.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing for them because they have, if they're years of experience, they have sales experience, and that experience will carry over whether you're selling, P&C or life insurance or retirement. The sale is the sale, so that definitely will work for them. I will tell you, they'll make more money than they've ever made in what they're doing.
There you go. Any predictions on the future developments or opportunities you see in this niche as it comes up?
It's just, I think the technology has made it easier and easier and easier. It took the federal government systems to catch up a little bit. And now they're actually catching up now, where it actually, it was a lot of paper and a lot of overnights, and now they're doing, everything is virtual as well. So I just see it getting better and better.
And it seems like they're hiring more and more people at the government level. Government doesn't shrink.
No,
kind of keeps growing. But I suppose some of the service they have to do does need to increase with the population. But yeah, it's like, there's a joke somewhere that if you start a government program, don't ever expect it to stop or something. I don't know what it was, but there you go. But I can see why that's a great market. The people there earn good money. They hold their jobs for a long time. Their 401ks are probably huge, and all their different whatever else they do. Any more anecdotes you want to share of success stories of people you put through the system?
We put people through the system, we definitely some agents, we take them, and they're the guys who want, I have to go see people. And then we're like, we're slowly like, no, come our way, And when we get them over to us, it takes them a little bit to undo some of, what they bad habits. Once they get over, they're like, oh, okay, all right, we should have listened to you. And then they're doing so well, I mean, myself, I've been in the business, aging myself, over 20 something years. Wow. Yeah. And, I was out there just like all the other agents, not door knocking. I've done door knocking. I've driven in the car. I've sat there, on the side of the road, broken down, I'm going to cut to your house. Here I am, and, one thing I learned, it's about getting in front of the right people. So I've purchased all kinds of leads. This is what happens with an agent. They want to sell insurance. Great. Okay. Now what? Okay. You have to buy leads. I've purchased leads. Oh, and they would tell you, we don't sell them to anybody but you. Okay, great. You're all blue-eyed and ready and, wide-eyed, right? Okay. And I had one time where I really thought I have to change what I'm marketing to. So I was purchasing leads from a company, and they were televised leads. So you see a commercial, the person calls in, we get the lead. So you kind of imagine who they were, right? You see them buy insurance, right? And I'm like, oh, these are great. And they're selling them. They were like $65 a piece. It was crazy, right? And I'm buying them, and they sent me to these areas. And I'm like, I don't think these areas are really good, And I'm like a girl by myself at 7:00. So I get to this really bad area, but I'm like, you know what? I have to sell this lead. I just drove 2 hours. And I go up there, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look really good. A really good area. So I knock on the guy's door. I open the door, and a big cloud of smoke of something I've never smelled comes out. I'm like, oh my God, right? So I'm standing there with my binder, and I'm like, I'm here for your TV lead. And I look in the house. They're like, come on in. There's not a TV anywhere. I'm like, great. Okay. Clouds of smoke. I'm running out of there. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going out anymore. This is it. I'm going to figure something out that I can do over the phone, because I'm not leaving my house. They're Lisa, go. No, I'm not leaving.
Yeah. So you don't ever want to find out what's in the basement of somebody's house there.
Oh my God. I just went running. I literally went running out going, oh my God, what am I doing?
It puts the lotion on the skin, it gets the hose again.
The lotion in the basket.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to save other agents from that. We shortcutted it, for you. Like we did all in the trenches. I was there, and now we want to make it nice and easy, and you can bypass all that.
There you go, right with the Academy. So give us the final pitch out as we go out, and give people the .com and where they can find out more about you guys.
All right. We're on all social media, Dalton Training Academy. We're on Instagram and Twitter, X, and Facebook and TikTok. We're out there. We'd love for you to like us and comment on our page, and DaltonTrainingAcademy.com. And we're there for you, and we are going to show you how to make at least six figures. Nice. It's always good to make six figures.
At
least. Wait. At least.
At least. I think there's been reports that come out. They say you almost have to make six figures as a single person now, just to maintain normal.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to say seven figures, but I'm gonna start six figures.
Yeah, if you want to get ahead. So there you go. Thank you very much for coming on this show. We really appreciate it, Lisa.
You're so welcome. Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Bos, LinkedIn.com/Chris Bos, Chris Bos One, the TikTokity, all those crazy places on the internet. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. And that should have us out. So we'll have this up in about 3